I'm convinced that I've just built one of, if not the best crowd control builds for Legend Onslaught to date. This build enhances your dodge to have some of the most absurd crowd controlling capabilities in the entire game. And in my opinion, this build makes Arc Hunter obsolete in most instances. With every dodge activation, nearby enemies will become slowed and disoriented thanks to the Gemini Jester's exotic leg piece and Winter Shroud aspect. Equip Threaded Spectre to also deploy strand decoys with every dodge activation, taking the aggro of any non-disoriented enemy off you. These decoys will detonate into 3 threadlings when surrounded or when they become destroyed, damaging all nearby enemies. Combination Blow and Gambler's Dodge enable you to spam the slow and disorienting blast, along with spawning endless strand decoys so long as you're getting powered melee kills to refund your dodge and you dodge near enemies to refund your powered melee. It's the standard punch and dodge combo we're all so familiar with. As you can see in the gameplay, after dodging just 2 times, every nearby enemy becomes frozen with just 1 melee, shattering the entire group. Alternatively, once you freeze the group of enemies, you could just let the decoys detonate and kill everything while you set your focus on a different group of adds. The fragments are where things get interesting. Facet of Courage increases Combination Blow's melee damage against slowed and frozen targets and stacks with Combination Blow's own melee damage increase. As you already know, Winter Shroud is applying slow, so this fragment will always be in effect, with Facet of Ruin increasing the damage and size of the burst when shattering a frozen target. Since this is a melee focused build, Facet of Bravery allows the Call, a strand rocket sidearm and currently one of the best weapons in the game, to have unraveling rounds almost indefinitely. Defeating an unraveled target will spawn a tangle, which means you can take advantage of the artifact perk Threaded Blast to increase the size and damage of destroying a strand tangle when you destroy it with a strand weapon. Facet of Dawn activates Radiant with every melee hit for a free 25% weapon damage increase. Speaking of free damage, the artifact perk Transference is increasing both grenade and melee damage while you're transcendent. Tether absolutely dominates Onslaught and any other add dense encounter. Equip it along with Facet of Purpose to gain a chunk of overshield every time you pick up an Orb of Power. While your Void Overshield is active, Shield Crush is further increasing your melee damage, and while amplified, it decreases the Dustfield Grenade's cooldown. And lastly, Facet of Protection provides some damage resistance since you're going to be up in the enemy's face, with the effect being increased while you're transcendent. You'll definitely want to equip the Galvanic Armor artifact perk because while amplified, your damage resistance is increased even further, and Combination Blow is making you amplified after just a couple of kills. Finishing the build off with these armor mods. 2 hands-on mods so you can generate your super incredibly quickly from powered melee kills. Heavy-handed spawns us Orbs of Power from powered melee kills, with Impact Induction decreasing the Dustfield Grenade's cooldown every time you use Combination Blow. Elemental resistance mods for the active threat that week to take more damage and stay alive longer. Recuperation to restore a chunk of health with every orb pickup, along with a Void Overshield from Facet of Purpose, and 2 kinetic surge mods because the Microcosm heavy exotic trace rifle melts pretty much anything you throw in front of it, and I love using it on mini boss and tormentor waves. Rounding the build off with Proximity Ward, Powerful Attraction paired with a bomber mod to instantly pick up nearby orbs when you use your dodge that shorten the Dustfield Grenade's cooldown even further, with finishers providing an overshield while you perform them. Overall, this build is a great introduction into Prismatic and all the possibilities this new subclass has to offer. It should be easy to understand as it's the same punch and dodge formula we're also familiar with on Arc Hunter. And that's one of, if not the best crowd controlling builds currently in the game for Onslaught. Let me know what build you're using in the comments, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.